Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and so today I thought I would show you guys how to do the incline curl, which is currently my go-to bicep movement. And I like the incline curl because it puts a stretch reflex or a myotatic reflex upon the bicep very effectively, and it's one of the few lifts that can do that. And it was historically a very popular lift among some of the bodybuilders with better arms back in, say, the 50s and 60s and things, before the drug use really got serious. Now, needless to say, I've got a makeshift incline bench, and I just stack it up on my flat bench on top of a box because I don't own an incline, and it gives me a very deep incline, which means I have to use a lot less weight, but that's good because it puts more stretch on the bicep. So let me demonstrate it to you guys from the front and give you guys just the basics of the movement, and then I'll do a side view. One of the things you guys are going to notice when I do this is that I don't pause at the bottom, because if you pause, you lose the stretch reflex. A lot of guys like to alternate these. You would be better off doing a standing movement to where you can just use more weight, because you're losing the stretch reflex if you do that. So again, I'll demonstrate from the front view. And you'll notice where I grip the dumbbells, you'll notice I have it set all the way with my thumb against the side, and that's to put more tension, supination tension on the bicep, because it forces the bicep to actually supinate even without doing supination or pronation of the wrist because of the offset weight. I always start at the top so that I can get the stretch reflex. You go down, and go up, down, and up. It's pretty straightforward. And I'll demonstrate this from the side, and I'm going to show you guys a couple of other tips when I do that. Now, a couple things you guys might notice when I do these. You'll notice I don't come up really high on any sort of curl like a lot of guys do, and that's because I am not genetically blessed in the bicep department. I have bottom tier bicep genetics, and I just can't get away with stuff like that. It reduces the amount of tension on the bicep, and someone who has really good arm genetics can get amazing arms doing that. For me, if I do much of that, my biceps don't grow, and they even regress sometimes. So it's just not an option for me. And the other thing you'll notice is that I let my wrist trail behind. I don't ever do this. I let the wrist trail behind a little bit because that removes some of the forearm flexor from the movement to allow the bicep to do most of the work. And again, a little trick that if you're like me and you're not genetically blessed in the bicep department, you have to take advantage of every little trick you can find on a lagging muscle like that. And I'll go ahead and do a full work set for you guys here. Notice it's down and up, and I use the stretch reflex hard out of the bottom. Alright guys, so that's the basic incline curl, and I'm going to do another set after that. I usually do 2 to 3 sets of those every workout. And again, you'll notice I did do higher reps on there. I need to go ahead and start increasing the weight now that I'm hitting 12 on those. But even then, that weight feels fairly heavy for me because I did deadlifts and particularly weighted pull-ups before I did these. So I went into it with my biceps fatigued already a bit. Alright guys, well, that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time. But let me give you guys a bicep shot before I go. Oh.